Good morning, friends of the twins. Welcome back to the channel. Now, this is Rhonda here, and man, I'm so excited to be talking to y'all. It is Thursday. Today is Thursday, November 9th, 10th, somewhere in there. But I'm so excited to be talking to y'all because I hadn't talked to y'all in it's been like 7 days since we put up our last video. You know, Shawn and I have been really busy. We got, sometimes I feel like my head is just spinning. And hopefully we're going to be able to share, some of what we got going on, share it with y'all pretty soon. But in today's video, I want to share with y'all how I set up. Well, first of all, I'm going to share my Thanksgiving Tablescape. And I'm also going to share with y'all how I set up here for Thanksgiving dinner. And it would be like for my family, Shauna's family, my other sister's family. My home is certainly comfortable. I love it. But it's not very big. Like the dining area and the kitchen area really aren't all that big. But I have figured out a way to set it up. And I've been doing it now for years. And it works perfectly. Never fails. As soon as you start or I start recording, the phone starts ringing. So y'all was getting a call in there. And I noticed when I edit my videos, I say y'all a lot. I'm going to work on that. But if you hear a little something in my voice, I have been not really under the weather because I never really felt bad, but my asthma's been kind of bothering me a little bit, and nose a little bit stuffy. And I don't know why, because I haven't really been anywhere. Now, if you've been watching for a while, you probably already know. I am one of the world's biggest homebodies. I love being at home. Like today is Thursday, November 9th, 10th, somewhere in there. And I haven't left the house in the past, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. Shawn and I we had to go get our fix on. We did make a little trip out to Home Goods, but I am a homebody. I love being at home. I don't have a problem. It is like my favorite place to be. So I don't know where all this little bit is coming from. I guess I have to attribute it to change of weather. That's all it could be. But anyway, I feel good. I just don't sound, I guess, like how I feel. But now if you heard that, okay, or can hear the background noise, we have some people over here at the house pressure washing, always something to do. Home ownership, there is always something to do when you own a home. And I have always tried to keep up on the maintenance now, because if you don't, a house will fall in on you. So you have to, just always something to do. We went to Home Goods the other day, and what did I find? I bought some pretty wrapping paper, and I'm actually going to use it for the Door Chronicles over at Mom's house. Y'all probably familiar with by now what the Door Chronicles is. So I found that. And what else did I buy? I bought me a beautiful marble Lazy Susan, and you'll see it in just a minute. I'll give you an up close and personal look at it, and it was only $24.99. So I was happy with that, and that's all. I will say one thing. Like I told Shonda, I told her about 2 weeks ago, and my opinion is still the same. Now, I've been enjoying watching people's videos, Christmas, they're out at Home Goods and they're sharing what they're finding. This year, to me, seems to be different at our regular Home Goods that we go to. The store is packed. The store is so packed, jam-packed, you can hardly get through the aisles. But as far as those key pieces, those outstanding, stunning, decorative pieces that I can usually find this time of year, I'm not seeing that yet, So Shauna said, Rhonda, just hold on. Thanksgiving's not even here. It should be, what you're looking for, the kind of things that you look for this time of year. They'll probably they're on the way. So, and now I'm gonna stop all of this talking, but I'm excited to see y'all. Like I said, we haven't put up a video in 7 days. That's a long time. I will probably talk a little bit during the Thanksgiving, the Tablescape and the tour, my buffet setup tour, just to give you a few little details about certain things. So I hope that you will enjoy what I have put together for you today, and I hope that it will be helpful to you in some kind of way. You know, here on this platform, you know, well, I'm gonna say for me and Shonda, we love sharing how we do things around the house. And you know, it may not be the exact way that you would do it, but our hope and our intention is that even if you grab onto one thing that I've done here today that may work for you, then our job is done. You know, everyone lives and functions differently, and so if I can just help in any way, give you some kind of idea, inspiration, just take one idea. You may say, well, I would have done it this way, I would have, but if you can grasp onto one thing, if just one thing helps you today, then my job is done. As always, friends, we want you to make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. And thanks so much for watching. And we're going to have plenty more videos coming up. No more 7-day stretches. What Thanksgiving means to me? Well, it is the kind of the official kickoff to the holiday season, of course. But, you know, a lot of people have been through a lot of things. So for me, this year especially, it is a time of reflection. And it is a time, in a lot of ways, it's a time for me to kind of exhale. Last year, you know, this time we weren't able to get together as a family, or we made the decision to not get together as a family. But this year, thankfully and by the grace of God, everyone is healthy, happy, and we are all so looking forward to getting together for the holidays. I know a lot of people been calling my mom, what are we doing? The kids, what are we doing? So we're just all excited for the holiday. And if you don't know, Christmas is Shonda's favorite time of the year. It always has been. She's always gone out really, really big with the decorations and all that kind of thing. So we're just all excited. Like I said, a lot of people have been through a lot of things. And so if you are able to be together as a family, then that is the most wonderful gift that you could ever receive. We are prayerfully thinking of those families that have suffered a loss or debilitating illness. Not only COVID, but, you know, with me working in healthcare, me and Shonda, we see a lot. So it's just a time of reflection, a time of fellowship, and we are so excited for the holidays. To you and your loved ones, we hope that your holidays are all full of love and peace and joy. Now, some of you probably already know this about me. I am a lover of big and bold, and I usually say the bigger the better, go bold or go home. But I don't know, for this year's centerpiece, I just kind of had like a different vibe, and I decided to keep it more minimal but elegant, dare I say. And I am really loving and enjoying it, and I hope that you will too. Now, these pieces, it is actually a part of a 3-piece set, and I will be sharing with you the other piece in just a moment as we continue the tour. This is a 3-piece set that I got it's been about 2 years ago, I believe. I got it from Home Goods, and all I've done is simply place them on the table and just accented. You know how I love flowers, so I just simply accented with some flowers. Now, some of you may remember my tier trays that I have here. I showed you all these in a haul. Sean and I had gone to Home Goods and I found these. Now, there are actually two of them and they've been placed together, so it kind of looks like one, but there are actually two of them. This side here is the smaller side. I believe this was $39.99 and then the larger one was like $49.99. It wasn't too much of a big difference in the prices. But on this side here at the bottom, I will have my cranberry sauce. Next will be my sliced onions and then sliced tomatoes. Now here in Georgia, I have family members who love to, just say we're gonna have some sort of peas, black-eyed peas, lima beans, something like that. I can remember being a little girl and sitting watching the adults eating, and what they would do is they would get a spoonful full of peas and cornbread, put that in their mouth and chew, and then the next thing they would do would be to grab a piece of onion. They always had like onions on the plate, and take a big bite of the onions or the sliced tomatoes. So that's what I would do with that side. And then moving on over here to this side will probably be for desserts. Now, we typically have sweet potato pies. Y'all, Shonda makes the best sweet potato pies. I mean, she makes some good sweet potato pies. And I also have a beautiful neighbor that always makes me sweet potato pies or gives me one when she makes them for the holidays. My husband loves pound cake. We love lemon cake. Just no telling. So that's what I plan to do with this side. It will be reserved for my desserts. Another little area that I will have a dessert at. You know, sometimes when people come, you know, they'll bring things that maybe you didn't know were coming or whatever. So here is a place. And y'all, this is my Marbles Lazy Susan that I was telling y'all about. I just got it. And now, friends, as we move on over here to my island, this is how I usually have it set up. And the riser. Now, I got the idea for the riser from Denise over at Be My Guest with Denise. My husband made me this, oh, I know, gosh, 4 or 5 years ago. And it is so helpful. I saw Denise and how she used her riser, and it certainly does help when you're entertaining in a small space. It just kind of gives you that extra layer that you need. And this is the third piece to the 3-piece set I told you all I got from Home Goods. So I just have my little decorative elements here, and then these candles, extra long taper candles. You've probably heard me say before, sometimes my more decorative candles, I don't light them because I'm just trying to conserve them. And then as we move on down, you see you actually have room here to set a vegetable or whatever's on the menu. And then I just kind of have my other serving pieces set up here, so you can see how, you know, it easily becomes a buffet serving area, and it works quite well here in the kitchen. And then as we move on over here, I've taken my wine rack and I have converted it into a drink station of sorts. Here I have my beverage dispenser and my ice bucket and my scoop.